And good morning. Time to wake up. 49 degrees out there. Feeling quite chilly. Hope it warms up. I think we're going to see over 80 today. Jamie?
And trying to get things cranking this morning. Good morning. I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us. Hey, Frank, get in the ball game, buddy. You know, it's been one of those mornings. I'm just glad Corey's alive and well this morning. Hey, this is Athens in the AM on an absolutely glorious Wednesday morning edition of Cooper and Company Live here, getting ready for the Fiddlers Convention. Frank's already fired up, so he's ready to go. Talked to Rick Mole yesterday. Weston Stewart, that's the guy's name, Frank. The banjo champion is going to be with us. He's a senior at Athens State, too. We'll talk about that in a little bit. It's in the papers this morning. Holly's got a great article on him. But he'll be our special guest Friday. He'll be entertaining us along with a lot of other folks that'll be here. And Gloria's got Athens firefighters coming in tomorrow to talk about Breast Awareness Month. And coming in today, either Chief Harper will be here or Captain Floyd Johnson will be here. Either one of those will be here. Johnny Lee Dees, I get a text from him this morning, 2:30. He's at the beach. Nothing like, let me know, John. Hang in there. How could you give up me to go to the beach?
No brainer.
This is a good time to go, though. Just talking to Tom. If you need to rent a place, call Tom McAllister. He'll give you a big discount, and I get my cut. So anyway, you got a great place to stay down at Orange Beach. Tony back in the house this morning. Frank, both of them are manning the phones, 230-4988. First thing I want to talk about, though, Alabama's going to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated this week. The magazine Sports Illustrated calls Alabama's defense, now I don't know about this or not, one of the best in the nation. One of the best in the entire nation. Nose tackle Josh Chapman graces the regional cover, and it's got a whole breakdown on Alabama scores here, but it says Alabama could have the best defense in college football. Now, as far as having the best defense ever, I don't know about that. We still got a lot of games to play. And football getting better and better. The point spreads I saw in the paper this morning, Arkansas, a 10-point favorite over Auburn Saturday night at 6 on ESPN. Bama's a 29-point favorite over Vandy. That's on ESPNU at 6 p.m. So I'll keep you posted on everything else as we go. We'll be talking all sports tomorrow. Coach Alan Creasy be with us. Donnie Shut Up Huddleston back in action, LSU #1. And Bob Labby, he'll have his sports guruing going on tomorrow. So that'll ought to be, we'll see what Bobby's great picks are. So we'll talk with him tomorrow about that. All right, let's get it cranking this morning on going to be a beautiful weekend too here in Athens and Limestone County. Here's Gloria to tell you more about it and how glorified it's going to be.
It's going to be wonderful. Can't wait to be outside today. 49 degrees out there already. Grab a little sweater. You may need it. It's a little chilly. A lot of you like this cold weather in the morning, though. But we're going to see temperatures in the 80s today. 83 for your high. Tomorrow I can just say ditto. 83 again. 49 for your low. The rest of the forecast looking quite lovely. In store for an absolutely beautiful weekend. It's going to be so nice with lows. There you go. 47 and 50. So some of you like those cool mornings. 230-4988 does get us this morning.
Oh, man, it's nice and clean in here. Got new carpet. Dog ain't peed on it yet, has he?
No, he's very good.
Just wanted to make sure about that.
The door.
Thank y'all for getting up with us. Enjoy a little bit of changes we got made around over here. Now, I won't stay on this side forever.
You won't.
I'll move back over there. But for currently, I'm going to talk about a few things right here. On this date in 1921, the first World Series ever broadcast on radio took place. Frank Scrimster called to play on a Newark, New Jersey radio station in 1921.
He's a pro.
I can't remember, the World Series is getting close to being here, but they used to play the World Series in the daytime because we used to watch it and when I was in the 5th grade at New Hope. Got to watch the World Series over that way. A lot of stuff going on this morning, but first, I forgot to do this story over the weekend. Harvey Updike back in the news. Zach Green's favorite place. Updike, the University of Alabama football fan, y'all remember for allegedly, I love that word, poisoning the famous oak trees at Toomer's Corner in Auburn. He called Paul Feinbaum Show Wednesday of last week to apologize for Auburn fans for all the hurt that I've caused. I'm extremely sorry. The only one problem with this, though, his high-profile attorney, who has represented former Birmingham Mayor Larry Langford and Governor Don Siegelman, is doing Updike's case for free. And he, quote, told him, do not call the Paul Feinbaum Show anymore. Idiot.
Why do they say allegedly when he admits it?
He said...
Continuously. Why do they say allegedly? Because he admits it.
And the attorney goes on to say, Harvey has the right to call the Paul Feinbaum independently to defend himself, but I won't comment on what he said. And then his attorney goes on to say, it ain't going to help his case. You know, he said, the attorney goes on to say, he said, had he not called the radio show that day, back in January 27th, and said, Al from Dadeville, no, he would have gotten away scot-free with poisoning the trees at Auburn.
Criminals are stupid.
Yeah.
He wanted
said,
recognition.
I just want you Auburn people to know that I'm truly sorry for all the damage I've done. Okay, well, if he's sorry for it, then why is it allegedly he just admitted he did it? Ask him by Feinbaum why he didn't apologize. He said, the only reason, because I apologized then, I would have admitted guilt. And now my attorney says, has basically told them I am guilty, but they're trying to make excuses for me, which there is no excuse. This guy makes everybody look bad.
No, he just makes himself look bad.
I'll talk more about Hank Jr. later on here when I do ZNN a little bit. He had that big Alabama hat on yesterday. Before I do a Dear Abby, I got to do this killer being released. Santa Ana, California. A woman who killed her newlywed husband.
Oh, boy.
Chopped and cooked his body parts over Thanksgiving weekend in 1991 is seeking release from a California prison.
Ooh.
Mamie Nelson, an Egyptian-born former model and nanny, is set to appear before parole commissioners today. She was convicted of murdering her 56-year-old husband in a grisly killing that authorities linked to the fictional slayings of Hannibal Lecter.
Surely she won't get out. I can see killing you, but cutting you
Now,
up,
if you were going to cook me,
I'd just set you on fire.
I mean...
No, there would be no cooking you, no cutting you up, no nothing. Just phew, done, over with.
Newlywed husband.
Well, you'd be the
Newlywed husband.
Gone.
Yeah, newlywed husband here. I just thought y'all might want to know that.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, you might just
That's
want to.
gross.
Well, that's the way life is. The way life is. All right, I'm going to do. Tom was complaining yesterday that I didn't do a Dear Jamie or something like that. Well, today
Tom.
I got a couple of them. So, a couple things we can discuss this morning might have pertained to a couple of you folks watching. And don't forget, you can text in this morning 603-4848 on our.
Where's your phone?
On a high power. I don't even know where it is. Said I met my husband a couple years ago during our courtship. He helped me find faith. That's all fine and dandy. Because of that, I wanted to be completely honest with him about a relationship that was less than a moral experience that occurred several years before I met him. How do you think it's going to go, Frank?
Not too good.
Not too good. Apparently, he was able to accept it in the beginning because he proposed, and now we've been married for several months. Recently, however, it's been bothering him, and he doesn't know how to let it go. I'm angry and hurt that something that caused long ago is now causing problems in my marriage. I'm afraid he will never forgive me. How do I tackle this problem, Jamie? Well, first of all,
why'd you tell
she
him?
says stop apologizing because, you know, it was something that happened to you. Shut up. Don't tell. Anything you need to tell me?
Don't tell nothing. Don't say a word. What happened? None of your business. You're stunned. You're speechless.
First of all, if you, in a situation like that and everything, keep your mouth shut.
Well, then
if, for say, you told me something, God, the other women I was married to, I wish they had told me something. I wouldn't have had to find it out later. It ain't a good thing, because you can't, if you're a man, you ain't going to forget it. Never. Though it may have happened long before you knew me.
There are many stories
So
I
don't
wish
tell
I
me.
could know about you.
Well, you've told me enough about your family, and that's enough.
I'm an orphan.
Sometimes I wished I was. Unfortunately, I look too much like my dad.
You do.
My two brothers look like they could have been adopted.
You act like him. You're going to be taking yourself to a doctor.
All right, let me move on to another. Anyway, keep your mouth shut. Okay, here's one y'all can relate to, too. I've been invited to a wedding, coming from a woman.
Okay.
The wedding invitation includes explicit instructions on what is appropriate attire. Ladies are not to wear anything tight, revealing, or doesn't cover chest, back, knees, and shoulders. One of my friends said she wouldn't go to a wedding. She says, I don't own anything in my closet that meets that dress code.
I'd be in trouble, too.
You wouldn't get invited.
You are right.
Who invites somebody to something like this and tells them not to wear? Is that they don't want to take away?
Sometimes they have a black and white wedding and you wear black and white attire, so I mean, it's okay, I guess.
The last wedding I was at Athens College. I had to carry my own chair
That was a
to the
great
reception.
wedding. That was Kyle's and Lindsay's wedding. It was a great wedding.
But there wasn't no clothing thing there.
No.
All right, coming up later this morning, we're going to talk with the Athens Police Department about how to protect your kids from possible people that might be trying to abduct them, and about the illegal immigration law. Lynn Hart is in here this morning, too. That wacky, dacky, ducky, derby is this weekend, along with everything. Everything else is happening this weekend. Jeanette did a good job up here yesterday telling us all about the things happening. Frank will be in action coming up Friday afternoon down at the Founders Hall at Athens State College. And Rick Moe will be with us this Friday along with the banjo champion. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit, too. Plus, Sheriff Blakely, don't forget now, he's got his thing going on Friday and Saturday out at the arena, and it's not too late
still
yet.
Space.
Right, to get in out there. If you want to sell something, just call the Sheriff's Department at 232-0111 and line that up. I think it's, what, $10 a space?
That's right.
And then you can enter to cook. Not too late for that. He's still got some room available. All that will be out at the Sheriff's Arena. That's this weekend where the weather is going to be perfect. Now, coming up later this morning, too, we'll run some more of the cemetery stroll that turned out to be fantastic this past Sunday. Is that on Facebook?
It is on YouTube and JamieCooper.com. Right, Corey? Corey says yes.
Corey's awake. That's a good thing this morning. Anyway, thank y'all for getting up with us on a Wednesday morning. Johnny Lee's at the beach, not with us this morning.
Forgot us.
Yeah,
Left us.
we'll talk more football something later on this morning also.
Stuff.
Right now, take a break. Be right back with Ian in just a moment. Y'all hang on.
Local and loving